What's going on, guys? This is Kenny Howell back again. So it's been a little while since I posted to YouTube. Had some personal things going on. So this is going to be a basically a in life update, and then also going over some consumables I use and a new product that I'm going to be trying. First update is in my personal life. I have changed positions. I have left my former employer, and Monday I start as a mechanical design engineer for a company that designs machines for the plastics and battery industry, which is going to be a pretty awesome endeavor for me. It's kind of a dream to become an actual engineer. So let's get with consumables. The way I look at consumables, they're a necessary evil. Save cost on some. In corporate business, we call it bulk charges. You know, everything that you basically are going to have to complete a job. That's your masking tape, all the way down to the amount of glue that you'll use or primer. You know, just little things like that. So when we go over that, that also includes all the other shop materials you need, like if you're into metalwork, grinding disc, welding, your filler rod, woodworking down to that includes, you know, your wood filler, sandpaper. I use these little rolls. Basically, it's a small drum sander. So I order this particular. I don't know if you can tell, off Amazon. This was $10 for like 300 something pieces. This comes with different size arbors to use in a die grinder, or rotary tool is what we use them for. In fact, hold on. This is my main rotary tool. To be completely honest, it's pretty awesome and valuable piece, especially woodworking. Get those finite edges and little details. I do have two different Dremel types. I have a corded Dremel and a battery powered Dremel. There's something to say for corded tools. I personally like cordless tools, but sometimes you just gotta have corded tools. The beauty about these right here, like this pack right here, I have 80, 120, and 220 grit, I believe is what it is in this. If not, it's very similar. That way you can go up from taking a ton of material off, really just finish sanding right before you go to hand sand. Another thing that I go through a lot, especially when I'm using epoxy, is stirring sticks. So I personally don't like using wooden stir sticks. I feel like there's the fibers of the wood can come out in the epoxy, and then also the epoxy can be absorbed in there. I did some research on Amazon and I found these These are silicone reusable stir sticks. I'm actually pretty excited about these because I think that these will help out a lot when dealing with epoxy. Yes, I'll have to clean these, but I paid, I think, $6 for 4 of them, and one pack of stir sticks is approximately $3, and I go through a pack of those about 3 projects. Pretty much all I have to do is just take a can of mineral spirits and just set these in there, and then they'll clean themselves. Just wipe them off and wash them with some Dawn detergent, and they'll be good to go. So with summer coming, a lot of people are wanting outdoor projects, which is fantastic because we're outside all the time. So with that, you have to have a different type of finish. So a spar urethane finish is pretty desirable when the piece is outside because it resists moisture a lot. So I use some oil-based spar finish on some cornhole boards. It turned out awesome, but we were thinking about doing some cornhole boards with some vinyl, and I was afraid that the oil base would actually turn up the vinyl. Upon some research, make the vinyl break loose. So I found this water-based Varathane satin. I like satin for outdoor projects because if it's too glossy, I just feel like it just gets messed up a lot easier. So the satin finish is a good compromise instead of trying to do a flat finish. So I'm going to give this a try, and I'll probably do an experiment or two. So now we're to the one that I'm excited about. I have been using just the regular Home Depot epoxy. So I come across this company, and I actually talked to the head US distributor. So upon talking to him, he kind of talked me into giving it a shot. So we're going to see what this will do. So here we have the Squid Epoxy Clear Fast. There we go. Okay, good focus. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. Let's see here. This right here it's a faster drying epoxy, so this isn't going to take 3 days to cure. And you can pour this up to 1/2 inch thick. So what this is going to do is this is going to help me not worry too much about my depth whenever I'm carving and such. It just it's going to help it. The process is a little bit better. So really excited about that. One of the main things I'm excited about this product is it's low VOC. The harsh smells, man, they just get to me. That's the Squid Epoxy Clear Fast. And this, there we go. All right. All right. This is the tabletop and bar top epoxy resin. Thin coat epoxy. It's a very self-leveling epoxy. So this is what I'm going to use on those projects when I want that slick, clear top on them. And I'll show you some of those coming up. I've actually got a couple that I'm really excited about doing. I've seen people work with it, and it looks very user friendly. Like I said, the stuff from Home Depot, it's lacquer based. It's very hard to work with. You've got to stay on top of it with the heat gun and the torch. So from what I've seen is this stuff is super user friendly. Just a couple swipes with a torch, get all them bubbles out. So it's time for a real moment. I want to do better as far as giving content out, so I have actually invested in this. Went and bought some different lights, if you can tell. That's actually one reason why I haven't posted so much. So my actual rinky-dink setup that I was using broke on me. Decent little studio light. Be trying to edit on a computer. Before, I was using an app on my phone. The problem with using an app on my phone is it was a great app, but it would basically use all the memory up on my phone. I have a huge SD card for my phone, and I transferred every app I could over. I would have to go in and uninstall all my apps to be able to export a video after editing and adding text and everything. So that's been one hiccup also, because I'm having to learn a new way of editing. But in the long run, it's going to pay off, because then I'll be able to bring better content. So stick around, see what we have in store. I'm going to try and get another video up next week. So have a good one, y'all.